What's up, guys? OG2K here, and today we are back for the gauntlet. We are 4-0 right now, and we just qualified for the top 32 in the Zero Chill MCS tournament, so that is huge. We will be playing on day 2 on not this next weekend, but the weekend after. We just need to win 3 games for the live event. Major, games that we played, and we will be breaking those games down in the future here, probably in a few days. Maybe the next few days will be just me breaking down gameplay against some of the top guys. So this game here, we are in the Saints defense, nickel 2-4, and cover 3 cloud, switch stick around. We got 4 double or nothings on the D line. That is massive for this defense. It is hard to generate pressure without, these double or nothings in this game. So I know there's ways to do it, but I just prefer to do it with the double or nothings. All right, on that left side, we're going to make sure the hard flat is the third closest to the sideline so that he is not blocked if he's on the RPO. Basically, the RPO blocking works like the 2 closest DBs to the sideline get blocked on the RPO. So you want the slot corner to be the third closest. All right, we're going to contain that right side. We couldn't contain. We want to do it next time. Okay. My outside third on the top safety just couldn't make it out there because he was on like a fade ball. So all right, he's in doubles here. Going to use this right linebacker and try and shoot in the gap. Make sure we're contained. Watch for a streak fade on the left. Okay, streak corner on the right, switch ticket. Please get knocked out of bounds. Good. So thing about cover 3, there's pretty much a player everywhere. We just got to be able to switch stick onto it. And the thing that I like about this defense is that there's just people everywhere. So there's always people to make a tackle, always someone near to switch stick onto something. So that's the reason we like it. Team wise, we are 50 commanders, 20 breakouts. What that'll do is it gives me Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with 99 COD, 90 yikes, that Texas route. 99 COD, 94 speed. If you want to do the theme team that I'm doing, I have pictures of it in the Discord server in the comments. Me and Hexseed run a server where we post our teams and all kinds of information that we are going to be, it's just a lot of extra stuff. It's free, so please join and be on the lookout for anything that we are coming up with. So a thing I like to do in this is show blitz with the linebacker so that my hook curls go to the middle of the field. The way we do that is right on the arrows, and then I think down. Here, let me see on this play. I'm not the best at remembering like how to do things when I'm not doing it currently. So yeah. So how do I do it? Yeah, I just won't be able to explain that, unfortunately. I think it's right on the arrows and then hit the right bumper. All right, make sure on 4th down, everything short's taken away. Good switch stick. Everything short was taken away. We made sure we took away what was in front of him, and beautiful. Just gotta, all right, Miami Dolphins offense. Miami package that puts the fullback in the depth chart at the left tight end spot. So if you put a fast running back there, that'll do the trick, and then it lets us audible to what we like. Split close pro, I form, all that. If he's in 1 high safety, this will do a great job. 1 high safety means either cover 3 or cover 1. The corners beat cover, or they beat man in zone, so both things. And then these 2 streaks pull the zones back, and then the Texas gets underneath. And if it is cover 3, he'll have to pick between one of the streaks. The middle third will have to pick between one of them, and we'll have like a streak open deep. But if the corners are open, we're going to take the corners. That is an easy play. So if the corners are there, all right, he's in double mug now. Just going to run the ball. Ja'Cory gets tackled for a loss. That's fine, though. All right, so pretty sure he's in zone because the slot corner is not in the middle. So we're going to do streak fade on the right because the slot's on the left. So if they're most of the time not going to have the outside right corner and the outside or the top right safety in deep thirds. So we'll probably have something. Okay, nothing's there. We just run with Daniels. That's fine. Get a few yards. You don't really need to slide in this game, which is funny, but yeah, so quarterbacks don't really fumble, so that's why we don't slide. All right, looks like he's in like 1-4-6. So we're gonna go to this. This will do a good job at like moving the hard flat on that slot corner probably inside. So right when I do the motion, that slot's probably gonna move to the inside. Okay, he didn't there. Sometimes it does, but we're looking the corner route, not there. Just run up the middle with Daniels, honestly. Juke, juke. Okay, first down. Nice. Easy. The way we juke, you want 85 plus juke on the QB, and then you sprint with the QB with the right bump or right trigger just like normal. And then when you want to juke, you let go of the right trigger and juke quick with the right stick. All right, he's in a 3-down lineman set, so we're going to try and establish the run game on him. Do not want them to be in this if we have the tools we do. So I like to just force them to get in stuff that they don't like to be playing defense in. So if he's in dollar or a 3-down lineman set like this, we're going to force him to go to something else. So we have different plays that'll force them into everything. Okay, that slot corner's in the middle. That means it's mid blitz. So honestly, I don't think the top safety will be able to make it out to this wheel on the tight end. So beautiful. Get the first down out of it. Basically, the way that RPO works, you just hot route the guy who's supposed to be on a motion on a tight end wheel, and that's just like a better flat route. So it gets open sometimes when the read key is someone who they think will play the pass, but they really just won't. All right, we're gonna just run the ball again, see if we could do something. No, that's fine though. So really just trying to establish the run on first down, and then if it's not there, continue to try other ideas. All right, second down, we just run the ball because his user was nowhere to be found, and he's sealed off in mid blitz most of the time. So all right, yep, mid blitz again. All right, so yep, we're just gonna go to this. This is man coverage, and I have a good feeling that this running back will just be there if the corner route does not get open. So okay, he uses it, it still gets out. Frosky Merritt fumbles, picked up by Thornton though. So beautiful stuff, beautiful teamwork, and we got to stop. We're trying to score here, so let's see what we could do in the second quarter. All right, he's back in mid blitz. All right, so we're just gonna go. Yeah, we'll go back to this honestly. Till he figures out a way to stop it. We're just gonna keep calling this. If he has to keep using it, that's a huge win for me. And the running back is wide open, so we'll take him for a touchdown. Let's see if we could get a stop on him again now. All right, we're gonna outside third that top or that left outside corner, because if Thornton's on a streak, it'll be very hard for my guys to get that top safety to get out to the left. So that's the reason that we did that. And then we re-hard flatted and shaded down the top safety on a flat, so that'll turn it into a hard flat. All right, so we're gonna pass commit, contain that QB strong hand side so we can't roll out. Watch out for the crosser. We're there, but just underneath it a tiny bit. So trying to just take away his initial, reads. And it looks like he's calling verticals or just some base play. So we're just gonna try to limit that. Okay, here goes wheel. We're gonna man him up and then re-hard flat the what's it called, and then we're just gonna switch down to the crosser. Nice. When they do that auto motion, we like to man him up and then make sure that if the solo side receiver, the side that he's motioning to, is on a streak, we like to make sure that we switch stick and make sure that that seam streak is taken away, and then we like to make sure everything else is taken away as well. Right there, the double or nothing goes crazy on Montez Sweat. He is on my Commanders team. He is just a really good player. So going to shade up so that they play cloud flats and play deeper. Beautiful. Texas is taken away by my user because he's hit that route a few times. Now on fourth down, a lot of these, okay, he's just gonna kick three. Let's see if he even has the leg to do it. We were gonna say though, we might have went to cover two and just manned up a few guys there, because sometimes they call these weird plays with curl routes corner routes, and we just don't want anything basic to be given up. Okay, he hits the field goal. Let's see if we could just go down and score and try to close this game out. All right, looking like mid blitz again because that slot corner is in the middle. He is usering him. We're just going to untarget him simply because we don't want that to cause anything weird to happen. Pass lead the corner route down. It didn't look open, but it is because Thornton is 6'5", and we also just aggressive catch it down. So if he's in man coverage, we're just going to really throw balls that he's not going to be expecting. All right, we're going to just, he's in a new defense here. We're going to see if the run works. That's what we like to do. And it does. So maybe he'll get out of it here, or we'll just run the ball simply again. So let's see what he comes out in. We got the lead. He's back in double mug. Going to run the ball if he's not using anyone. And I think we got the edge. Out of there, Krosky. Good. Out of there. Almost for a touchdown. That's fine, though. 99 COD. He gets free human joystick, which helps a ton for speed bursting. But you are looking for that 90 COD to be able to speed boost. All right, we're just going to hit this basic. See if we could juke him out, and we can. Beautiful stuff by West over there. So if we stop him, this will be game. So let's see. All right, he goes back to verticals with the Texas. Make sure the crosser's taken away, and beautiful. He throws right at me. I don't know why he threw at me, but we'll take our touchdown, and I think that'll do it for this game. Let's see if what we could do in the next game here. All right, we are back for game 2 of the video. We are, what are we, 5-0? Yeah, we're 5-0, so we got to win 5 more games, and we will win our gauntlet. Hype-hated Mo 6 is who we're playing. I've heard this name in the competitive scene. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy is like a known guy. He's just not like a pro like tier player. He is a good player though, don't get me wrong. So let's see if we could take him down here. Honestly, he'll be a pretty tough, matchup compared to some of the other guys we're playing. He is in bunch tight end. I guarantee you this guy knows what he's doing. So this will be a good game for you guys to see how I beat his strategies and stuff if we win the game. So let's see. Okay, he goes corner. All right, throws it right at me. That should have been picked, man. Dang it. But we switch stick the corner with the hard flat. Sometimes you're doing that. Sometimes you're switching onto the deep blues to take away the corner, but that is more risky. So we like to take away the corner with the hard flat most of the time. So, all right, he's in bunch now. We're going to contain his strong hand side because he's a righty and Cam Newton can juke. So be mindful of that. Make sure everything's taken away. Pick it. Close. 3rd and 10. This is a good spot to be in. Let's see if we could just continue to put out this good shell and make sure everything's taken away. We're going to deep half the top left safety and put a cloud on the... Okay. Double drags. Very popular combo out of bunch tight end, but he just gets a drag that gets just enough separation there. I wish I was able to switch stick on more. Okay, gonna be the short corner because the tight end's icon is R1. Okay, they normally got their quick whip route and then that post route on that play as well. So we just switch stick on to both of them. And 2nd and 10, just gotta be mindful of keeping him in the pocket and taking away what is there. Okay, he's in trips now. Really going through every meta formation early. He's just trying to find something that he likes probably. Okay. All right, gets a first down out of that on a drag. That's fine with me. As long as he's working his way down the field. Contain his strong hand side. Deep half the top right safety. Move the safety around so that the RPO is taken away. Make sure the seam taken away and the post, the tight end post. He did have like some slant on the backside come open, but we're going to be more mindful of that display here. We're actually going to shade up so that cloud flats are out there. It is verticals. Make sure the running back's taken away. Okay, he gets like a weird run after catch animation there. So he gets more yards than we really wanted him to on that 2nd down. But he is still in a 3rd and 6, so we'll take it. Gonna try to limit the yardage here. See what we can do. Pass commit because it's 3rd and, medium. Make sure that crosser's taken away. Beautiful. Throws it right at me. Could have been picked there. That's fine with me though. 4th down. Here's where we mix in that cover 2 with 2 man ups most of the time. So let's see how that does here. We're going to man up these 2. Watch for that middle receiver on verticals. Okay, he just hits me short. Really wish my vert hook would have played that, but sometimes I just, if we keep doing the right thing, eventually it'll pay off. So that's what I like to say. And let's just try to keep doing the right thing. RPO wasn't taken away there, so we're going to have to use her that. Or we'll just move that hard flat a little bit closer next time. So move that top safety out, move the hard flat a tiny bit closer this time. And let's see, going to contain a strong hand, pass commit. Watch for that seam streak taken away. Beautiful, the drag is taken away as well. Fine, if he gets a yard, that's fine. So make sure everything is set up. Move that top safety out, move the hard flat in. Hey, wow, that should have been picked there. Yikes, man, yikes. Just gonna set the same thing up, honestly. Hopefully something just pays off for me here. Deep half that top right safety. Watch for those drags. Watch for the streak on number 10 Cup. Okay, he's got crosser and a drag backside. Dang it, man. I was gonna have to switch stick one of them. He just kind of hit me earlier than I was expecting, so gonna man up Cup. Make sure that the RPO is taken away and make sure the run's taken away, but he falls forwards for 6 yards. So cover 2 down here. That's gonna take away the short and the middle. That is what we need to take away. And we're gonna man up the bubble and just use this guy over here. Okay, it's QB power. Try and hit stick the QB because sometimes they fumble on that, but that is fine. All right, we got this set up here. Trying to just contain him in the pocket and take away all of his routes. And he was manned up. I must have accidentally switch sticked onto him, so gonna try to be better on this next drive on offense and then try and stop him on defense. All right, he is in mid blitz here, so we're gonna see if this corner route just fries man off the bat. We're gonna have double corners. Okay, it fries man, but we get as we're throwing. I don't know what happened with the blitz there. I'm curious to see how that blitz came in. So we're just gonna set up. Honestly, I don't know what to do now that I saw some blitz come in. We're just gonna try throwing the corner out that was open last time, and this time we get it. I don't know how that guy came in the last play, but gotta keep an eye out for that. He's in mid blitz. That top safety is super far back, so we're just going to call the RPO. Force him out of mid blitz. Hopefully we could get some yards there. That's fine. First down with Westover. If he stays in mid blitz, we're going to go to this flat route play. Okay, he's in this. The slot corner's on the left, so we're going to try to run right. See what we could do with the run. Krosky's got to be out of there, man. Krosky almost for a touchdown, but 31 yards on that run, so good stuff there. Nearing the end of the first quarter, we're going to just run right again. See if we could burst out that right side here. Okay, my right guard or right tackle or whatever missed like some crucial block, so we're just going to pick apart the outside left corner, hopefully with some drag routes. We're just going to QB juke. Daniels almost gets through, but 6 yards there or whatever. I don't know how many yards we got, but 3rd and 3, good spot. We are going to go to the motion play. That bails me out of passing scenarios sometimes, and this is a good short attack. Attacks horizontally, and that guy is following, so it means man. And the running back Texas beats man, so we get that indicator with the motion, and then we have a route that we know beats man, and it does what it is supposed to do. So that is just a good fundamental play of football there. So we are at the 3-yard line. We're just going to try and run the ball early. If he stops the run, we'll maybe move to some passing plays. But you don't want to you don't want to make it hard on yourself before you need to make it hard on yourself. So going to try and run the ball and make it easy here, especially because it's early in the game. So this RPO is good because the run is good and it has a bubble just in case the run isn't there and the RPO is open. Okay, RPO is not there, but the run is. So 2 options. 1 is there. Let's see if we could get a stop. Okay, he's in trips tight end. So watch out for verticals. Watch out for the RPO. Okay, cup. Watch out for hitting the running back. So he's calling a lot of plays that attack horizontally. So we are just going to try to switch stick the shorter routes, preferably early, so that, you know, maybe we'll give up a deeper route, but we're going to try to take away the short routes because he's really hurting me that way. So, okay, we switch stick the... Okay, that's got to be grounding there. We switch sticked onto the middle third since there was nobody occupying the middle third to take away the tight end crosser. So, like, if he puts a good combo out there, it'll be harder on me to switch stick it, but since he's not, then we'll just take advantage of it. Okay, he goes corner, switch stick to corner, and Bullock. What are you doing, man? Really should have been a pick or like a knockout at least there, man. Come on. So just really trying to not let that happen again, because that is a lot of yards he got off of a bad play, essentially. Yeah. All right, man. So he throws in the seam. This is not a good drive out of him, I'll tell you that. So got to continue to play and put out the best defense we possibly can. And hopefully the game will let me be able to take advantage of it. So make sure we got all the right guys in. Okay, accidentally subbed out a good player. Dang it, man. We like to go to 6-1 down here. Sucks that we accidentally subbed out one of our best guys, but we'll try and make it work anyways. We just put 2 hard flats, 2 vert hooks down here. Shift right so that the QB blast is taken away. Okay, we manned up the bubble. The bubble was taken away, and then since it's 6-1, it's a good run D, so run was taken away. All right, he's gonna go hurry up, contain, put some deep zones out there, make sure the backside is taken away, and it is just not taken away. So he threw right at me a couple plays. We just hopefully we'll catch that next time. All right, he's got that slot on the left again, so we're really gonna try and attack the right side. It is like a 1 high safety look, so we're also gonna call our 1 high safety play. Just run with Daniels while we can. He's not going to fumble, knock on wood. So just going to call the combos we know, and let's see. Okay, slots on the left now. We're just going to basically run right here. He uses that slot this time, but he's able to shoot the run somehow with him. So, yeah, we'll try putting this curl route. Maybe this curl will mess him up, and then we have the corner and backside options as well. Okay, the corner's there. Hopefully he catches it. He doesn't. So we are going to go to split close to try and mess him up, since he's in just like basic man coverage. I don't know why the route tech isn't frying his man up, but it'll work. Something will get open here. We just have to make the right read on it. So this combo does a good job at beating man and zone. This guy will motion over with him, hopefully, and the corner route is there. Beautiful, Vernon Davis, and we are down at the 42. That corner route does a good job of beating man and zone on the right, and same with the one on the left. We like to call combos that beat both man and zone, so that whatever they have out there, we have something. So now we're just trying to, we're not trying to chew the clock, but we're trying to use the clock in a way where we'll score, because he'll be scared that we're going to chew the clock. So we don't want to risk chewing the clock on this guy, because he did throw a lot of bad reads on me. So we're just going to keep it basic here. All right. Just going to run with Daniels up the middle. Get down since we have room. And we'll threaten him with the chew clock, but we're really not, that's not the main goal. We just want to scare him a little bit so that he gives up something deeper here. So sometimes you do want to chew the clock and sometimes you don't. This is a time where I don't want to chew the clock. I just want points. So if we end up chewing the clock, perfect, but we're just looking for points here. RPO is there on the left. See if we could get something out of it. No, that's fine though. It actually works in my case for chewing the clock. So looked like 6-1 mana line. So this RPO stretch out of I-form slot might be a good call. Unless he just gives this RPO up on the left again. Yeah, I think we'll just take the RPO here again, man. You know, like if that's going to be open, I'm just literally going to take that every time. We're coming out in an auto motion play with shoe clock on so that the clock only goes to 15 and it gives me more time to think of hot routes and stuff. So RPO's there, we're literally going to take it every single time, and he'll be confused as to why it's open, but we know exactly why. It's because the read key is the one who he thinks will be guarding it, and it's just never going to work. So we're just going to run the ball on the RPO. If the RPO's there, we'll take it, but we're just looking to run the ball. Since it's a zone run, it runs to the outside a little bit. We're just going to go, okay, we're going to call timeout because we don't want to risk the acceleration clock taking it to a point that I don't like. So we'll call it at, let's say, 16 seconds. That way it gives me enough time to call as many plays as I want and be able to do whatever I want down here, essentially. So we're just going to try and get in that end zone whatever way we can. That slot is on the left. Honestly, I don't hate RPO. Just see what he's in. Okay, it's there. We'll just take our touchdown here. See how we slowed down a little bit before we went in to take off as many seconds as possible. That is a pro tip. So now we just got to hold him before half, and then we receive at half. So that's pretty much like a free stop if we could hold him here. So let's see, you know, if the kickoff and if like prevent will do me right. So let's see. He's gonna move Cup in. So hopefully he's gonna get the ball at, wow, he's gonna get it at the 35, even though I put no power on the kick. That is very bad for this. So gonna call cover 3, shade up, and stem our zones up a little so that we have some extra space so that we don't give up a super deep thing down the field. Make sure verticals is taken away, and he throws into a covered player. That is fine. 7 seconds. We're just gonna go prevent with double Mabel, and that way we're actually not gonna have the short zone on the double Mabel. We'll just have like this vert hooks that are super deep, and then deep halves and 2 yellow zones. That way we play the middle and the sidelines. Okay, he's at the 47. He might be able to kick this. I really hope he can't. I really hope he can't kick this. We'll see what he comes out in. If he comes out in a pass or not field goal. Okay. We're just going to come out and prevent so he can't fake it. Let's see if this kicker could make this. Hopefully not, but hopefully not. I don't know how he's on the 47 and he could kick that field goal. That is insane to me. That is really insane. I don't think that's good for the game. So yeah, let's just go down and score and get a stop on him for game. All right, we're going to run right here since we have numbers. Okay, run up the middle. Very bad stick out of me, but we'll take our, first down or whatever. So we'll take that. Let's just see what look he comes out in, and we're going to attack accordingly. We'll go like this. Maybe Davis on a seam will get open. Okay, Davis looked like he was going to get over top, but he bumped the absolute living daylights out of him. So I don't... kind of hard to hit a player if he's bumping him that bad. But that's fine with me. Looks like it's cover 2 man. So we're going to go to a cover 2 man beater. This flat route beats man coverage every single time. So, yep, flat route. And it gets covered. So, funny stuff there. I don't know how it got covered, but we're going to go to another man beating play if he comes out in the same exact look. He's not in the same look. He is in 1 high safety. We're going to call our 1 high safety beater here. Okay, corner route on the left. Not there, I guess, man. This guy is not doing anything special on both sides of the ball, and he's getting kind of rewarded for it. So, let's see. We're going to go to split close. Throw some man and zone beaters out there, and let's see what we can do. Got that stem down corner on the left. This dude follows. It means man coverage. Let's see if anyone fries. Yes, the corner on the left does. Let's see if we could score. We can't. But since that guy is following every single time, we know it's man coverage, and then we know what routes we are looking for right off the bat. So that's why everything is happening. Okay, gonna hit the RPO, see if we could get some rack, see if we could burst out of there with Davis, and almost, but we are down to the 4. First and goal. This is very good compared to the situation we were in on that 4th and 9. So RPO should be there unless the outside corner is on a flat, and he's not. So let's see if we could score. That's fine. Get a yard out of it. Let's go hurry up and see if we could run it to the other direction. Hopefully not expecting RPO the other way. And okay, so a thing with that RPO is when you do the route for the wheel, sometimes it'll put a drag instead of the wheel. So you got to make sure it's the right route before you snap it. And right there, it just wasn't the right route. So I was either going to throw into traffic or just take the sack. So we rather take the sack there. And let's see if this wheel pulls the zone, leaving the corner route open for a touchdown in a very tight window. So that motion wheel will pull the zones down, or inside, and then the corner will get outside and underneath. So then we pass lead it down into the sideline, and it'll be there for a open 15 to 20 yard catch. So let's see if we could stop him and just manage the game out from there. Yeah, he hits a nice flat route. Gotta be better on that, man. Gotta be we had a cloud flat on that outside corner. We'll just leave it as a hard flat now. So make sure the RPO is taken away. He runs the ball up the middle. Hopefully, yes. Good job by my linebackers to be able to come down when I wasn't even on them. So very pleased with the way they played there. Let's just user it this time. Okay. Hits a backside route, and I'm very surprised he held on to that. We had a guy kind of try and punch the ball out, and it just didn't happen. So gonna try to just limit those drags and then see if there's like a deep post I gotta switch stick onto after. Okay, post is taken away. Beautiful, throws right at me. Yes, made sure the drags were taken away, and then from there we switch stick onto the deeper of the route combination he had over the middle of the field. So now we just got to manage the game, make it easy on ourselves, just run the RPO, see if we could get out, and we can. Let's see if we could score out of it. I almost messed up the swerve there. I was trying to swerve around his guys. We're going to turn chew clock on, even though we're not going to chew the whole game out here, obviously. We're just going to chew as much as we possibly can. Going to run up the middle. His user made a nice play. That's fine. Lose 4 yards. Pretty bad, but going to make it back because I'm confident in my offense. Looks like one high safety here. Probably man coverage. So we're going to call a route combination that kind of gives that a hard time. Okay, it wasn't man, and I thought that zone was just going to be further back. It looked like a tight read, so wasn't picked, but just was a bad read kind of. So let's see if we have one of these seams. Yes, the left one is open. That's what it'll do. If you're in one high safety, it's either cover 3 or cover 1, meaning if it's cover 3, which most of the time the competitive players like to call zone, the deep third in the middle will have to pick between one of the 2 streaks, and you just take whichever one he doesn't pick. So easy enough there to understand. Get out with Davis on the RPO. Nice. And just looking to control the game out if we score here. And hopefully not get into a situation where we have to take 3. Okay. Krosky almost gets in with his 99 change of direction. Gonna try and find a run down here. Again, we don't want to make it harder on ourselves. So, okay, RPO is there to the right because he just doesn't have a guy out there. He's manned up. Okay. Surprised that man up got out there, but if he does that same thing, we're literally just going to have it wide open here. Okay, he's not in that again. But this combo, yeah, this combo does a solid job at just beating man and zone, so it's just up to me to make the right read here. Corner route is open. Don't get knocked out. Yikes, man. Tough scene, man. Just got to score down here. Got to be able to make a tight read. So he is in one high safety. I don't. It doesn't really matter when it's this close. Honestly, just gonna go back to the same thing, but this time we're gonna call it to the other side, or we're just gonna call the same thing. Or actually, we're indecisive. Yeah, we'll just call this again. And reverse whip is there. Gotta trust the old reverse whip inside of the 5. So that is a very, very good combo. It didn't look promising at the start of the play, but if you're just patient, stay calm, relaxed, and hit the right read, it'll be amazing for you. So if we get a stop here, this game will be over, and let's just see what we can do. Okay, he's in trips. Okay, drag is taken away. That's fine. The clock will keep running. If he dropped the ball, then he probably would have had 2 more snaps before the quarter ends, but now he only has 1. So using the crosser, good. That is fine. 3rd and 6, and we are going into the 4th quarter here. 14-0 in the 3rd quarter. Amazing stuff. Just, playing solid defense, solid offense, nothing crazy. And if you guys haven't noticed, we're calling the same exact thing every play pretty much. So we're just remembering the routes that are there, and then we're switch sticking them as the play goes on. I couldn't contain in time, but we wanted to. So hopefully Bullock could get there. And he just aggressive catches, double coverage. So pretty crazy. So nothing much to say about that, honestly. I don't know what to say about that play. Just going to contain his strong hand side. I don't know why it's crashing left, but I don't want to risk having to crash down and get snapped as I'm doing an adjustment. So we're just going to leave it. And running back is taken away by my user. I switched onto the post, and then since the post was taken away and there was another route coming in that area, we just switch sticked. Or we didn't switch, we just stayed on that guy and just usered it. So good stuff there. Pass commit since he hasn't ran the ball really. And make sure we're switching on to the right stuff. Switch stick onto that. Good, knocked out. 3rd and 10. We're seeing if we can just make some good switches and force him into a situation that he doesn't want to be in. Okay, watch for any crossers over the middle. Pass commit. Watch for a corner on the left. Okay, he just, yikes, he hits the tight end and he drops the ball. Pretty crazy animation there, honestly. Trying to just force him into a situation he does not want to be in. All right, get out there. Tackle him. Good. Ah, man. Try and stop him on the 1 here, or the 3-yard line. Shift to the QB power, and then man up the RPO. Put 2 vert hooks and 2 flats. Let's see what we can do. Watch for any backside seam streaks or in routes or anything. And he's throwing a pick, so. Tough, man. He gets hit as he's throwing a pick. So just gonna put the same thing out there and hope something happens here. Watch for the QB power and watch for any routes on the back end. Okay, everything's taken away and he just gets that guy. The vert hooks went super far inside, and then he was just able to get a guy that passed over one of the vert hooks, and yeah, bad stuff happened there. So that is my kryptonite, man. That little in route, I don't, that is so stupid, man. I just hate how they get blasted with the ball and they catch it anyways. He's gonna go for an onside here because he has no faith in his defense. Base onside. We are going to user this guy and just make sure that nothing crazy happens here. He does a high kick. Hopefully we catch it. Nice. Devontae Adams, man. Oh, reliable back there is catching every onside kick. And now we just try to chew the game out because we don't want any onside kicks or anything to happen. So run the ball, just, get some yards. And 2nd and 2, 63 rushing yards for Krosky in this game. Come out in that auto motion counter play. It doesn't have the RPO tell, and it makes sure that when chew clock is on, it doesn't take it all the way down. So we're going to put a man beater out here since I think it's man. and it is, and the post is open. It just gets overthrown for some reason, man. I don't like how it's overthrown for no reason at all. Does he have under pressures on? Not quite. He just has no double or under pressures. Okay, that RPO is just wide open. We're gonna take that, man. I don't know what he was thinking there, but Westover is out for a touchdown. Easy stuff. And let's just see if we could stop him and put the game away here. All right, I'm gonna move the safeties around, make sure that everything is taken away. Good, verticals is taken away. That's gotta be grounding there, man. Good thing that our zones are covering the seam streaks and everything. We just gotta try to have that happen every play here. And okay, messed up my flipping, but we are back here. Pass commit, make sure every post and corner is taken away, and make sure that that is taken away as well. That's got to be picked by Nuban out there, bro. I don't know. I'd like that to be picked. Let me know what you guys think on that. But all right, pass commit. Just try to take away any seam streaks with my switch stick on the left, the solo side, or okay. We actually switch stick perfectly, but he throws right at me and gets some broken tackle animation there. I gave him too much respect by trying to switch stick off of it. That, you know, I took it away. So I tried to switch stick off, and it made me do a hit stick since he was already throwing it directly at me. So just giving my opponents too much respect there. So we got to recover an onside here now. Hopefully he doesn't get lucky 2 plays in a row. Hopefully, let's see if Devontae Adams could make another play on it. Okay, this time Deebo Samuel's there. Nice play by Deebo Samuel to not let him get lucky 2 plays in a row. So now we just got to chew this game out, really, and just honestly, we'll score a touchdown if he gives it to me. But yep, Krosky Merritt will be out. Okay, he's not actually, and then he gets out of bounds. Nice, man. I was trying to do the swerve so that I could get the speed burst, and didn't work out. So gonna try to run the ball again. This time it gets blown up, but we get to chew it down to the 2-minute, and we'll take that, and let's just see if we could chew this game out. All right, what this combo will do, if he's not in cover 4 on the right side, something will be open, one of these 2 streaks, and then the backside will be open if he is in cover 4, because he doesn't have enough yellow zones in cover 4 to defend all those middle of the field routes. So 3rd and 2, 1 high safety. It looks like man coverage here because he's using that top safety and bringing him down super far. So let's see if one of these guys could beat man. Okay, the corner route. It was actually zone. I didn't want to say anything until we caught it, but yeah, that corner route got, you know, through the zone coverage. My fault, man. But corner routes do beat man and zone, by the way. All right, RPO is there to the right because we'll fade route Thornton. If Davis is taken away, we'll just hit Thornton over top, and that is the case. But of course, this guy gets another thing to go his way, and we get hit as we're throwing the ball. So congrats to my opponent for being the luckiest player I have played the entire day. So we're going to run a play that gives us 2 options here. If the stretch is if the bubble is taken away, the stretch is amazing, and vice versa. So beautiful. Let's get 2 yards, and he calls a timeout. So if we really score here, it should be really, you know, really the game should be done. So we are going to call the same combo we called last time, but just to the left side this time. And the zig route is just there, so we'll take that. That is our first read. Second read will be the corner. Third will be the in route, and then fourth will be that inverted whip. So very good setup and very good read progression setup that we have as well. And we just got to hold him and make him chew this out so that we get the easy win here. All right, we're going to pass commit, shade up by hitting wire triangle and then up on the right stick. But you want to shade down first because you don't want any purple flat zone turning into a match zone. So yeah, the way you shade down though, so that you can shade up, which is kind of like a weird thing. You hit wire triangle and then down on the right stick, and then do the same thing but then up on the right stick so that you get those clouds out there, and it'll turn it'll defend corner routes, crossers a little bit better. So see how he throws right at me? It is because the sideline is taken away by the cloud and he tries to hit me in the middle. So it's just forcing him into a tough spot. We're moving these safeties back because we don't want to get a streak thrown above our head. So just take away everything in front of me. Take away that streak. Beautiful. If he takes a drag in this scenario, perfect, man. So just continue to shade up, move these safeties back, and pass commit, and it'll just be, this game will be over soon. So he's just gonna have to, you know, throw a pick or something, and this game will be done. So it's kind of funny how the game isn't letting him throw a pick when he's throwing directly at me every single play, but that's how it is sometimes. So this time we're just gonna leave it shaded down so that he doesn't have a drag or something for a first down. So got to be mindful of like a corner route or a crosser more on this play though. So yeah, he just throws it up, got to be knocked out. Yep. And that'll do it for this video, man. Please join the server in the comments. We post a lot of stuff in there that'll be helpful for you. And we are going to be dropping our ebook soon. Be on the lookout. We will advertise that heavily. Appreciate you guys for coming through the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.